Hey Firsties, welcome back to day 2 of Math with Mrs. Gordon. So today is kind of an extension from yesterday. We are refreshing on adding tens by breaking them apart. So we're going to work on that together here. I'm going to skip a number of the day because this is a review and I really just want your focus with me. So make sure you have a paper and a pencil so that you can work alongside Mrs. Gordon throughout this activity. If you need to do that, press the space bar so that this video will pause. When you're back, press the space bar and that will play the video. Okay, so for my friends who do have all of our materials, let's get started. So looking back here, our first problem says that we're adding 17 plus 5, and then we're going to determine how many tens and ones are in our final answer. So let's review our steps. Step 1 is our number bond. So our number bond is for the number that has a 10 in it. So that would be the number 17. And we're going to break 17 up into 2 parts so that they're easier to add. So let's start with our tens place in 17. How many tens are you seeing in the number 17? Well, if we look here at our tens place, we're seeing only 1 10. How much is that 1 10 worth? What is the value? It's just worth 10, right? So we're going to put 10. How much ones do we have in the number 17? How many ones do we have? We have 7 ones. So that means if Mrs. Gordon was to add 10 plus 7, we would get the answer of 17. So now we're moving on to step 2. Step 2 is to first add all your ones together. So we have 7 ones in the number 17, and we have 5 extra ones that we will be adding on. So that means we're going to add 7 plus 5. When we add 7 plus 5, what do we get an answer of? Let's double check here. Counting with Miss Gordon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count on 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count them all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that means 7 plus 5 is 12. Now what we're going to do is take all of our ones, which is 12 total, and add them to our 10 here. So if we take 10, add that to our ones, which are 12. 10 plus 12 gives us an answer of 22. Beautiful. So I'm going to put that 22 up here. Now, we are not done. We have to move on to our table here and transfer our tens and ones. So in our final answer of 22, we had how many in our tens place? We had 2 tens. And how many ones did we have in the answer 22? We also had 2 ones. Now this problem is fully complete. I'm going to go ahead and let you do this next problem. So remember, step 1 is number bond. Step 2 is add ones. Step 3 is to add tens and ones together. Okay, go ahead and solve for problem 2. I'm going to give you about a couple minutes to go ahead. All right, friends, we're gonna start working on this problem together. If you need a couple more minutes, that's totally fine. Press the space bar to pause, Mrs. Gordon. Okay, friends, let's look at step one here. Step one says that we need to draw a number bond. So we're gonna go to our number 37 here, and we're gonna break it up into two pieces that are a lot easier to add on. So how many tens do we have in the number 37? We have 3 tens. How much are those 3 tens worth? They're worth 30. How many ones do we have in 37? We have 7 ones, so I'm going to put 7 here. So that means if Mrs. Gordon was to add 30 plus 7, I would get an answer of 37. Step 2 says I need to add all my ones together. So I'm going to take 7 and 9, and I'm going to add those ones all together. So if Miss Gordon takes 7 plus 9, I get an answer of 16. 7 plus 9 is 16. Step 3 says I'm going to take my tens and I'm going to add those ones all together. So now I'm going to take 30 because I had 3 tens, which is worth 30, and I'm going to add my total amount of ones. So 30 plus 16. That's a little bit tricky. I'm going to draw a picture. So for 30, that means I'm going to have 3 tens. So 10, 20, 30. I'm going to go ahead and draw 16, but wait a second. 16 ones is the same thing as having 1 10 with 6 ones. So I'm going to draw another 10 with 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to count up what I drew and see my final answer. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46 is our final answer here. So 30 plus 16 does equal 46. We're not done though. We still have this table that needs to be filled out. So looking at the number 46, how many tens do we see in 46? We see 4 tens. And how many ones do we see in 46? 6 ones. So I'm going to put my 6 ones over here in my table. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you a couple minutes to work on this problem, and then we will solve it together. So we're adding 55 plus 8. So don't be intimidated or scared by this big number 55. The same method that we've been doing the past 2 days is the same, and it will work. Trust me. Go ahead and solve this. I'll give you a couple minutes. All right, firsties, if you need a moment, press that space bar to pause, Mrs. Gordon. If not, we're gonna solve this last problem here. So last problem is 55 plus 8. So step 1 was to draw our number bond here. So let's break apart 55 into 2 numbers that are much easier to add. So starting with our tens place, how much is that first 5 worth in 55? It's worth 50. How much is in our ones place here? 5. So we have 5 ones. So that means Mrs. Gordon can take 50, add on 5 more to it to get the number 55. Beautiful. Okay, step 2, add your ones together. So we're going to take our 5 ones plus an additional 8 ones and add them together. So we're taking 5 plus 8. So let's add 5 plus 8 together. What did you get when you added that? 13. 5 plus 8 is 13. Now, step 3, add your tens and your total amount of ones together. So we had 50, and we had a total of 13 ones. So I'm going to draw a picture to show you this. Ready? So for 50, that means I had 5 tens. Let's draw a picture here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then number 13 here, it had some tens also. How many tens? 1. So I'm going to add on 1 more 10. How many ones were in each of my numbers? 50 had how many ones? 0. How many ones were in 13? 3. So I'm going to draw 3 circles here. 1, 2, 3. Now I want you to count the total amount here with Mrs. Gordon to get our final answer. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63 is our final answer here. So 55 plus 8 gives me 63. Now we're not quite finished yet. We have to fill in our table here. So in the number 63, how many tens did we have? We had 6 tens. And how many ones did we have in 63? We had 3 ones. All right, my friends, that concludes today's lesson. You guys did a fantastic job the past couple of days adding tens to 2-digit numbers. Give yourself a big pat on the back because that is a tricky skill to learn and you guys are doing fabulous. Okay, make sure you go back to Seesaw to complete today's assignment. I just want to make sure it's really clear. You must show your work to Mrs. Gordon. If I only see just an answer and no work, I'm sending it back, my friends, because I need to see what you know. All right, have a wonderful day. Love and miss you. Fantastic work today, friends. See you soon. Bye-bye.